welcome to Oslo.
Thank you so much. I'm delighted to be here.
And you know what I would like to start our conversation with is that since 1972, you have been struggling to have wages for housework.
Yes.
So can you explain little bit for us what is that concept and why have you been fighting so hard for that?
In about 69 or 70, the present women's movement began. And I felt that we had to look at the basic weakness of women. It's not a law of nature that women should be subordinate to men, but it was universally true in our world. And it seemed to me that the basic weakness, the social and political weakness that women had, was that we were doing work which was unwaged, which was not acknowledged as work, and men on the whole were doing work which was acknowledged because it was acknowledged financially. And I began to speak with others about it, that we were entitled to the recognition of that work in the basic way that recognition comes to work, which is in the form of money, of wages, of salary, of remuneration. So we saw that although we women belonged together because we were all doing that caring work and that housework in order to care, on the other hand, there were great power differences among us on the basis of race, on the basis of age, on the basis of nationality and immigration status, on the basis of what our sexual choice was, on the basis of whether we were labeled a criminal, on the basis of whether we were domestic workers, on the basis of whether we had disabilities, whether we were married or single. On many bases, we were divided. And we said we can come together despite those divisions in order to demand what we are entitled to, which is recognition for our work, a visibility for our work, and payment for our work so that we would have more social power as women.
Focusing wages for housewife will also maybe encourage women to stay at home or to be the carer forever. Where is the emancipation of women? Where is the sort of incentive to have a possibility for women to work outside the house or you know, in a working life, a professional life, and all these?
Well, first of all, a lot of us have always had to go out to work. First of all, most of the world's population is agricultural, or at least supplementing any other work with agriculture, and women are going every day to the fields. Those of us in cities, in industrial countries, we've cleaned other people's kitchens, we've been on assembly lines. You know, millions of women have gone out to work, not because they love work, but because they love eating regularly.
Yeah, right.
And they love to see their family eat. And so they go out to work. We go because we need the money. Some of us go because we like the work that we have chosen to do, professionals, artistic, all kinds of other work which require great skills, which women can have as much as men. And we don't feel that if we get money for work we're doing as well as work outside, or instead of work outside, that this will institutionalize us in the home. Rather, we feel that we have been institutionalized by our lack of money. And some of us are in the habit of staying home. That's absolutely true. But we don't think that anyone who is in the habit of staying at home should be forced out. What we think is she should be offered other possibilities so she can consider the choices of going out. And money is a great power of choice.
Housework has a value, and how do we measure this value into money?
You know, people who go out to work, they have caring, women especially, have caring responsibilities, and they pay other women to do it.
Right, right. So that will be, in a way, that is our measurement. The money you pay others to take care of your child, if you are taking care of your child, this money should be paid to you.
Absolutely. And
Right.
and
And
I
where are
don't.
those family values we are talking about? You know, because I sometimes I get a little confused that it becomes so much money oriented.
Monetized.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's exactly the moment when these ideas are directly relevant. There's a debate right now in Britain about a living wage and whether people should get a living wage for work that they're doing, waged work. And we are saying that living wage should be extended to mothers and all other carers. We feel that the moment in time is now, that if we are speaking about a living wage, we must speak about that for every worker, including workers who don't get any wages to begin with.
My big question, which the governments also ask when we raise this kind of issues, where should this money come from?
Well, you know, we say invest in caring, not killing.
Yeah, so I would like you to elaborate a little bit on that.
Well, I mean, it is a practical idea that we've had enough war. Everybody is not against this war or that war. Everybody, almost everybody, is against war. And yet they are selling armaments and producing armaments and having armaments fairs, and the children are eating from food banks. That is an obscenity, and this cannot be considered civilized. We cannot say, we will say with Gandhi, you know, that British civilization will be a good thing when the armaments are not the priority, but our food, clothing, and shelter for everyone is the priority.